Lethiwe, this is, of course, the first reed dance for this king of AmaZulu. How have proceedings been since they started this morning?
Well, as I was saying before, the reed dance is expected to get underway shortly. It's better known as Umkhosi Womhlanga, and this year's reed dance is coming to us in different conditions. The maidens right behind me, we know that there's only about 37 maidens in this reed dance, unlike previous years. Over 5,000 maidens coming to the royal reed dance. This, of course, is because of COVID-19. We've been told that the royal palace is trying to keep with the COVID-19 regulations and limiting the number of people that will be present during this reed dance. I'm just going to step out of shots and show you exactly what is happening right behind me. As I said before, because of COVID-19, only a limited number of people will be present today. Take you back to some history. We understand that today this celebration is also in memory of the late King Misuzulu, Zwelithini and Queen Mantombi. It's been 37 years since the reed dance is being celebrated. First King Misuzulu Zwelithini will light 2 candles in memory of his parents, and also after that he will deliver a keynote address. This reed dance, there were some uncertainty this week as to whether it will actually continue, as we heard yesterday, or we saw a statement yesterday saying that all the events for the Zulu nation for this year have been cancelled. The reed dance also was said to be cancelled, but I did speak to the family spokesperson today, and he did confirm that the reed dance is going to take place. At the moment, I'm joined by him, Prince Tulani Zulu. Good afternoon, Prince Tulani. Firstly, my first question, I know that this year's reed dance come at a different time. Can you please just take me through what we can expect today?
Yes, good afternoon. I wish to start by quoting His Majesty, the late one. He said, the royal ceremonies are not just ordinary functions, but they are prayers. They connect us to the Almighty, and they also connect us to the late kings, who are actually the owners of the throne. Therefore, as it is now, we are here at Ngwavuma to pray, because although it's a reed dance ceremony, but today's focus is on the memory of His Majesty. We remember that in 1984, His Majesty, together with the Queen Mantombi Gasopuza, they pioneered the reed dance with the aim of developing the young child and making him or her a responsible citizen of South Africa. But that ended up being a weapon against HIV/AIDS. So that is why we are here today, to say they have done well. So we say farewell to them, both of them, because they've done well, very well. We are remembering 37 years journey when they traveled this journey from 1984 up to this far. So if we don't celebrate, or if we don't pray, or if we don't do memorial service for them in this very year, then we will have been denigrated their big work that they have done. So I know sometimes we'll take this as a celebration, but to His Majesty, this is the biggest of the prayers that he would like to have on this very day. So what is going to happen, we're going to, His Majesty the King will light 2 candles. The other candles, we remember His Majesty and his work. The second candle, we remember the Queen and her work. I wish to tell you that His Majesty King Misuzulu is the first son of the 2 King and Queen. No one else will be the person who must do this job or this memory in their presence, because His Majesty appointed Her Majesty to take the throne. But it was mysterious that before the Queen passed away, he realized that things will be bad, and then he appointed His Majesty King Misuzulu. He said, when I quote her, "I thank His Majesty for offering this throne to me, but I see it dim fit to pass this throne to my son, Misuzulu." So that was the day of his, the day in which he was put on throne. It was on the 7th of May this year. So he's going to light the candles, and then we're going to have 37 girls who will be hanging 37 candles, with which we will be remembering all these years, that journey that they went through. We say they must rest in peace. I know they are happy when we are here, just here in this palace. Yes.
Now, Prince Zulu, we understand that this reed dance, there were some reports that it might be interrupted. The statements yesterday were circulating on social media with threats that this reed dance will not go ahead. Is this because of the feud that is currently happening or taking place within the royal family?
I don't want to talk about feud. The office of the king is the center of communication, a good center of communication. Every person knows that the office of the king is the one that generates the royal event calendar. After it has been generated, it is taken to royal family members. It was also taken to the government. So whosoever wishes that this must not be there, he would have communicated properly. Not on the 3rd, when the function is on the 4th, when the calendar was long ago in their hands. So I'm saying, the statement that you saw yesterday, I don't regard it as something formal. You know, social media people, they are faceless and they sabotage. I don't think the royal family that I honor so much, can just postpone such a big event on the evening of the 3rd, when the event is on the 4th. This is a joke. That's why I say no royal family member can do that. It's a lie. I don't want to say it's them. It's the faceless hypocrites who wants to sabotage this very good memory of ours.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, of course, that is the royal spokesperson, Prince Zulu. Just basically elaborating on today's event. He is saying that the statements that was released yesterday was released by faceless people, and he is denying that any member of the royal family would cancel such an important event. The event is underway around 1 p.m. We are hoping to see King Misuzulu Zwelithini arrive shortly.
Okay, thank you very much, Lethiwe Mdluli.